Start game now. Hey guys, welcome to a special unboxing episode of the Nosware Gamer. Right here is the Retro Junk Box. I did another Retro Junk Box. Willie from Arcade USA here on YouTube is sponsoring this one. He's doing it for several members of the Retro Junkies Network. And it was my turn to get it. If you don't know what a Retro Junk Box is, you take a large flat rate priority mailbox, stuff it full of retro goodness, pass it on to people. When someone gets it, they get to take stuff out as long as they fill it back up before they send it to the next person. So I'm going to show you in this video what I took out. In another video, I will show you what I left behind and what I put in. So let's go ahead, take this big guy and put him over to the side. Okay, and I'll start showing you some of the cool stuff I took out of this box. First, I have a game token from Lost Ark Video Games. I like game tokens, so I thought this would be a neat thing to have. There was also, how about this, an vintage R2-D2. Don't know how old it is. I don't think it's the oldest one. I used to have one that had stickers on it. This one doesn't have stickers. It's all plastic, but he's still pretty cool looking. So he might become a host of a future show. Let's see, this is called the Pointmaster Fire Control, and I believe what this does is you plug one end into your Atari system and the other into the controller, and it gives it rapid fire capabilities. Just press the button, it'll rapid fire it. So very interesting thing, especially for me being an Atari fan. Speaking of Atari, I also picked up this Space Invaders for the Atari 5200. I don't have a 5200 system, but I've been collecting some games for it in case I ever get one day, and I did not yet have Space Invaders, but now I do. How about an RCA digital voice recorder? And it actually works. I put some batteries in it and tried it out, and it works. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Have some mystery games. No idea what they are. I believe they're for Atari 8-bit computers. One's a Parker Brothers game, so it could be Q*bert or Frogger or Popeye, something like that. And like the 5200, I do not have an Atari 8-bit computer, but one day I would like to get one. I'd like to get the Atari XE-GS one day. But I'll just hold on to those until hopefully one day get one, and I can do that. Also took out this little pamphlet insert for Magic games, and I really like retro pamphlets. I've been putting some on my Facebook page over at the Nosware Gamer. I scan them and I share them with other retro fans. This is something that I thought was really neat. An early LCD game of Elevator Action. It has a date of 1983 on the back. Really early, very tiny little thing. It doesn't operate yet, so I probably need to find some batteries to put in. It takes some one of those watch size batteries, well, a pair of them. So I'm going to have to find those batteries to get it going, but I look forward to playing it once I do. The first system I ever owned was a Magnavox Odyssey 2, and this is the first time I've owned an Odyssey 2 game since I sold that. Actually, my parents sold it back in the 80s. So my first game is Las Vegas Blackjack. So I don't know. I don't think it's the most obscure game on the system, but it was cool to get a game in the box and with the manual. I don't know if I had any games in the box because my parents bought it used when I was really young, but my first Odyssey 2 game since I sold this system, or my parents did, a long time ago. Also had in it this Channel F game, Fairchild Video Cart #1 in the box with manual. And what's interesting is in another Retro Junk Box, I actually got the cartridge, the same cartridge. There's a cartridge in here. So what I decided to do was take out this complete set and put in the loose cartridge I have. So I basically traded one for the other. And again, another system I don't own, but maybe one day I will. Now, I do own a PlayStation 2, so I can play PlayStation games like Namco's Ace Combat 2. I don't know if I've ever played Ace Combat 2. I do like flight simulators. I know this is more arcadey than simulation, I believe, but I'll give it a try. Or how about PlayStation's All-Star Racing Steel Sealed New? I think this was a budget game, and it even touts that it has 4 world-class racing games in one, basically because it has 4 different styles of cars. So a little bit cheap there, but it'll be interesting to try out, see what it's like. And then finally, probably my favorite thing from the Retro Junk Box I got this time. That's right, I'm improving my Sega Saturn collection, or at least making it larger, with Street Fighter the movie The Game. That's right, the game that's based on the movie that's based on the game, with Jean-Claude Van Damme and more. I really look forward to playing this digitized version. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat meets Street Fighter 2, because you have, the digitized characters. So look forward to looking at that one day. So there you go. That is what I took out of the Retro Junk Box. Stay tuned. In a future episode, I will show you what I put in and what I left behind. So please feel free to click the like and subscribe buttons. You can also support me on Patreon, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Nose for Gamer. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.